You're relaxing on the couch, your cat curled up in your lap, purring like a tiny engine. You start gently stroking their back, maybe scratch behind their ears, and they seem to just melt. Then, out of nowhere, chomp. Teeth on your hand, claws on your arm. Cuddle time instantly turns into a mini ambush. It feels confusing and, honestly, a bit personal. Why would a cat who clearly likes you suddenly bite the very hand that's petting them? Today, we're breaking down the real psychology behind this love bite behavior. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what your cat is trying to say, long before they ever sink their teeth in. Across the US, this is one of the most common cat questions people search. Why does my cat bite me when I pet them? You are definitely not alone. Many cat owners assume the bite means their cat secretly hates affection, or that they've done something terribly wrong. In reality, in most cases, the bite isn't about hatred at all. It's about overstimulation, miscommunication, and sometimes even hidden stress or pain. Understanding this can turn those bite-filled cuddle sessions into calm, predictable bonding time. Let's start with the big one: overstimulation. Cats have a nervous system that can swing from this feels great to too much, too fast in a matter of seconds. Repetitive petting, especially along the back or near the base of the tail, can build up a kind of sensory overload. At first, those nerves are sending pleasure signals. But as the stimulation keeps going, the signals can shift to discomfort. Your cat doesn't have the words to say, "Okay? That's enough now." So their body sends out a much more dramatic message, a sudden nip or swipe to make the contact stop immediately. So, if you want to predict a bite before it happens, you have to become an expert in pre-bite body language. First, watch your cat's tail. A softly swaying or still tail is usually fine, but a tail that starts flicking or thumping against the couch is an early warning sign. Next, pay attention to their ears. Ears that turn sideways or start to flatten slightly back mean your cat is edging toward annoyance. The skin along their back might start to ripple or twitch. Their muscles can tense up, and their purr might stop or even shift into a lower, more grumbly tone. These are all your cat's polite ways of saying, "I'm hitting my limit." If those signals are ignored, the bite is often their final and most effective communication tool. Of course, there's also the phenomenon of so-called love bites. Some cats will gently nibble without breaking the skin, especially during very affectionate moments. They might lick your hand, then give a tiny, soft nip. In feline social behavior, gentle mouthing can be part of grooming or close contact interaction with other cats. When this happens, your cat may not be angry at all. They're just using their mouth as part of their communication toolkit, the same way they would with a littermate. But even these love bites can be uncomfortable. So it's still important to set boundaries and teach your cat what kind of touch is okay with you. Now, not all biting is about nerves or affection. Sometimes pain or underlying medical issues can make petting uncomfortable. If your cat only bites when you touch a very specific area like their back, hips, or belly, there could be something like arthritis, skin sensitivity, or an injury going on. Older cats, overweight cats, or those with undiagnosed conditions might react defensively to touch that used to feel perfectly fine. If this biting behavior is new, suddenly worse, or paired with other symptoms like limping, flinching, or avoiding being touched altogether, a veterinary check is absolutely crucial. Your cat might not be moody, they might be hurting. History and personality also play a massive role here. Cats who were overhandled as kittens, grabbed roughly, or teased while being petted can develop a low tolerance for prolonged contact. Former strays or shelter cats may associate hands with force or unpredictability rather than comfort. For them, a defensive bite is a learned survival habit that takes time and patience to unlearn. On the other hand, some cats just have naturally independent personalities. They love you, but they want affection in short, controlled bursts and always on their own terms. So how do you reduce or stop these petting bites without giving up cuddles altogether? The key is to change how you pet and for how long. First, keep your petting sessions short. Pet your cat for just a few seconds at a time. Then pause and watch their reaction. If they lean back in, nudge your hand, or stay relaxed, you can continue. If they stop purring, look away, flick their tail, or tense their shoulders, it's time to end the session even if they haven't bitten yet. Ending early teaches your cat that you listen to their subtle signals, which builds incredible trust. Next, focus on the safe zones. Most cats prefer being touched on their cheeks, chin, and the top of their head, rather than down their spine or near their tail. Light scritches around the face often feel more like social grooming and are less likely to cause that full-body sensory overload. And please, avoid the belly unless your cat is one of the rare individuals who truly loves tummy rubs. Most cats do not, even if they show you their belly. It's often a sign of trust or an invitation to play, not an invitation for a belly rub. It's also important to reward calm behavior. When your cat allows gentle petting and stays relaxed, you can quietly praise them or offer a small treat once you stop. This links being petted with positive outcomes. Just don't reward them immediately after a bite. Instead, wait until your cat has calmed down and you've had a short, successful, bite-free interaction. Over time, this shapes a new pattern in their mind. Calm touch equals good things, but biting makes all the attention and petting stop. In the moment when a bite does happen, try not to react with yelling, smacking, or any sudden, rough movements. Those responses can scare your cat and seriously damage your bond, sometimes even increasing their anxiety and leading to more aggression in the future. Instead, just freeze for a second, gently pull your hand away, and end the interaction completely. Stand up or shift your position so your body language clearly says, "Petting time is over." With repetition, most cats learn very quickly that biting is the fastest way to make the good stuff disappear. Finally, it's always a great idea to channel that mouthy energy into appropriate outlets. Make sure your cat has plenty of toys they can bite, grab, and kick, especially when they're in a playful mood. Wand toys, kickers, and chewable items give them a safe place to express their natural hunting instincts, so they're less likely to redirect that intensity onto your hands during cuddle time. As you apply these ideas, watch how your cat's reactions change. Many owners notice that once they start respecting those early signals, their cat actually becomes more affectionate, not less. When cats know you won't push them past their limits, they relax faster in your presence. They might come to you more often, lie nearby without fear of being grabbed, and even allow longer petting sessions over time, all because that trust has been rebuilt. So, the next time your cat suddenly bites you in the middle of a petting session, don't ask, "Why are you attacking me?" Instead, ask, "What are you trying to tell me?" Are they overstimulated, sensitive in a certain spot, or just done for now? Once you frame the bite as communication instead of betrayal, you can respond with calm, informed choices rather than frustration. If this breakdown helped you understand your cat's so-called love bites, hit that like button and share this with another cat parent who has some mysterious bite marks. Comment below with your cat's name and how they show you they've had enough. And subscribe to Cat Psychology for weekly science-backed insights into the weird and wonderful minds of our feline friends. In the next episode, we'll tackle another huge question: why do cats sit on your laptop? And what that says about dominance, warmth, and attention in the human-cat relationship. Thanks for watching.